Namaskar. On behalf of the Embassy of India, I congratulate you all on this auspicious occasion of India's 74th Republic Day, which, as you all know, is celebrated to mark the day when the Constitution of India came into effect, giving the authority to the citizens of India to govern the country as per their own terms after gaining independence from the colonial rule. Filled with a great sense of pride at the achievements of our country that have come a long way after crossing numerous hurdles, today we are gathered here to celebrate this day. We will begin today's celebrations with the unfurling of the national flag by His Excellency, the Ambassador of India, Shri Akhilesh Mishra, followed by singing of national anthem. Thereafter, His Excellency will convey the message of the Honorable President of India, Srimati Draupadi Murmu. After that, the program will continue with cultural performances. Now, I would request His Excellency to please unfurl the national flag, and I would also request all of you to join in singing of the national anthem with us.
अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
भारत माता की जय जय हिंदुस्तान जय।
Now I request His Excellency to convey the message of the Honorable President of India, Srimati Draupadi Murmu.
Namaskar, very good morning. My very warm welcome to each one of you. Let me extend a very special welcome to our Irish friends, particularly my very dear colleague, esteemed friend from Department of Foreign Affairs. We are very privileged to have your presence. प्यारे देशवासियों, नमस्कार। 74वें गणतंत्र दिवस की पूर्व संध्या पर देश और विदेश में रहने वाले आप सभी भारत के लोगों को मैं हार्दिक बधाई देती हूँ। संविधान के लागू होने के दिन से लेकर आज तक हमारी यात्रा अद्भुत रही है और इससे कई अन्य देशों को प्रेरणा मिली है। From the day the Constitution came into effect to the present day, it has been an amazing journey that has inspired many other nations. Every citizen has a reason to be proud of the Indian story. When we celebrate the Republic Day, we celebrate what we have achieved together as a nation. India is, of course, home to one of the oldest living civilizations. India is called the mother of democracy. As a modern republic, however, we are young. In the early years of independence, we faced countless challenges and adversities. Yet, the spirit of India was undeterred. With the hope and confidence, we began an experiment unique in the history of mankind. Such a vast and diverse multitude of people coming together as one nation remains unprecedented. we did so with the belief that we are, after all, one, and that we are all Indians. We have succeeded as a democratic republic because so many creeds and so many languages have not divided us. They have only united us. That is the essence of India. That essence was at the heart of the Constitution, which has withstood the test of time. Our founding document is inspired by the humanistic philosophy of the oldest living civilization in the world, as well as new ideas that emerged in more recent history. The nation will always remain grateful to Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. We should also remember the role of jurist B.N. Rao, who had prepared the initial draft. Their vision, as enshrined in the Constitution, has been continuously guiding our republic. Dear fellow citizens, last year, India became the 5th largest economy in the world. It needs to be underlined that this achievement comes against the backdrop of high economic uncertainties around the world. The pandemic has entered the 4th year, affecting economic growth in most parts of the world. In its initial phase, COVID-19 also hurt India's economy badly. Yet, guided by our able leadership and driven by our resilience, we soon came out of the downturn and resumed the growth saga. Most sectors of the economy have shaken off the pandemic effect. India has been among the fastest growing major economies. This has been made possible by timely and proactive interventions from the government. The Atmanirbhar Bharat initiative in particular has evoked great response among the people at large. There have also been sector-specific incentive schemes. It is a matter of great satisfaction that those on the margins have also been included in the schemes and programs, and they have been helped in tiding over difficulties. By implementing Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana announced in March 2020, the government ensured food security for the poor families at a time when the country was facing economic disruption in the wake of the unprecedented outbreak of COVID-19. With the economy on a sound footing, we have been able to begin and carry forward a series of praiseworthy initiatives. The ultimate goal is to create an environment in which all citizens can individually and collectively realize their true potential and prosper. As education builds the right foundation for this purpose, the National Education Policy has introduced ambitious changes. As we have come to realize, since the early days of COVID-19, technology offers life-changing possibilities. The Digital India mission is striving to make information and communication technology inclusive. By bridging the urban-rural divide, we have reasons to be proud of our achievements in the domain of science and technology. India has been among the handful of pioneers in space technology. The Gaganyaan program to carry Indian astronauts into the space is under progress. This will be India's maiden human space flight. India's Mars mission was powered by a team of extraordinary women, and our sisters and daughters are not behind in other areas too. Women's empowerment and gender equality are no longer mere slogans, as we have made great progress towards these ideals in recent years. The same vision of empowerment guides the government's approach to the marginalized communities, including the scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. Dear fellow citizens, this year, as you know, India holds the presidency of the Group of 20 Nations. With our motto of universal brotherhood, we stand for peace and prosperity of all. To maintain the balance between development and environment, we have to look at the ancient traditions with a new perspective. We need to reconsider our basic priorities. The scientific aspects of traditional life values have to be understood. We must once again rekindle that respect for nature and humility before the vast universe. We need to modify our lifestyle if we want our children to live happily on this fragile planet. One of the changes suggested pertains to food. I'm happy to note that the United Nations accepted a suggestion from India and declared 2023 as the International Year of Millets. Millets were essential ingredients of our diet, and they are making a comeback among sections of society. Coarse grains like millets are eco-friendly as they require less water to grow, and yet they provide high levels of nutrition. विभिन्न क्षेत्रों में कार्यरत कई पीढ़ियों के लोग हमारे गणतंत्र की अब तक की विकास गाथा में अमूल्य योगदान के लिए प्रशंसा के पात्र हैं। मैं किसानों, मजदूरों, वैज्ञानिकों और इंजीनियरों की भूमिका की सराहना करती हूँ, जिनकी सामूहिक शक्ति हमारे देश को जय जवान, जय किसान, जय विज्ञान, जय अनुसंधान की भावना के अनुरूप आगे बढ़ने में सक्षम बनाती है। मैं देश की प्रगति में योगदान देने वाले प्रत्येक नागरिक की सराहना करती हूँ। भारत की संस्कृति और सभ्यता के अग्रदूत प्रवासी भारतीयों का भी मैं अभिवादन करती हूँ। On the occasion of Republic Day, I convey my special appreciation to our Jawans who guard our borders and are ready to make any sacrifice for the country. I also express my appreciation for all the brave soldiers of paramilitary forces and police forces who provide internal security to their fellow citizens. I salute all the brave hearts of our armed forces, paramilitary forces, and police forces who laid down their lives in the line of duty. I convey my blessings to all the dear children for their bright future. Once again, I extend my best wishes to you all on this Republic Day. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Friends, before I conclude, I would very much like, as India's ambassador, to express our very sincere and profound gratitude to our generous host, Ireland, and the wonderful people of Ireland. As we celebrate Republic Day, we very gratefully remember the strong influence the heroic freedom struggle of Ireland had our own freedom fighters. After independence from the British, Ireland was the first country to declare itself a republic, and therefore it provided an inspiring example for India. And the 1937 Constitution of Ireland provided a very fine blueprint for a modern republican constitution of India. We in India benefited tremendously from the wisdom and sharing of experience by Irish legal experts, including President Eamon de Valera. He was extremely generous in sharing his first-hand experience of functioning of a republican constitution, and we remember him gratefully. Friends, as Honorable President conveyed in her message, India has come a long way since 1950. India today is the 5th largest economy in absolute dollar terms, 3rd largest economy in purchasing power parity terms, the fastest growing G20 economy. We are the 3rd largest startup and innovation ecosystem with more than 100 unicorns. India's manufacturing prowess is growing, and our exports crossed last year more than 400 billion US dollars. As most of the developed world confronts aging problem and growing dependency ratio, India's manufacturing and capacity to deliver affordable solutions is going to become ever more important. But not only the made in India goods, but made in India professionals and technical manpower is going to play even more significant role in the globalized economy. This is already evident in the Indian origin experts occupying very high positions as CEOs of biggest multinational companies and providing cutting-edge services in hospitals and universities and research and development institutions in US and Canada, in Europe and many other countries. And generally speaking, the Indian diaspora represents the most affluent, most qualified, indeed ideal community from among expatriates wherever they are residing. In Ireland, we are very privileged to have a growing, very vibrant Indian diaspora. Informal estimates are that it has crossed about 60,000 people. And I'm very happy to see that Indian community is contributing not only in economic development of Ireland through their professional and technical expertise, but they are also enriching the local society with their cultural, linguistic, literary and artistic talents. Also, number of Indian students is growing. Most of them are pursuing master's and PhD high-end courses, and also they are among the best performers in Ireland. I'm very happy to note that in past one year or so, I have noticed a new trend emerging that Indian students are no longer content with seeking jobs after their wonderful Irish education, but they are getting inspired by the fascinating ecosystem of innovation of Ireland and starting their own ventures. Many of them are becoming job creators. I think this is a great tribute to the Irish education system and the ecosystem of entrepreneurship. I would also like to applaud the role of women in the Indian community in Ireland. The role of nurses deserves our special gratitude. They have provided exemplary service, and as a government servant myself, I feel very inspired by their example, their devotion to their duty. And also I acknowledge the role of the homemakers in our community. I'm particularly appreciative of the fact that many of them have spared time and volunteering to teach Indian languages to not only their children but also to the community. They are also becoming teachers in their own respective areas of skills like painting or singing or dancing. This is an exemplary story, and I want it to spread. Also, friends, I'm particularly delighted to see very significant number of Indian women in Ireland who are thriving in science and technology and high-end research in professional sectors in Ireland. And then this is also a very heartening story that I see in Ireland compared to many other countries where I have served. Given the enormous goodwill and complementarity of our economy and our own respective strategic locations, I do believe that there is a huge untapped potential for India and Ireland to forge, broaden and diversify mutually beneficial linkages and partnerships. In this, Indian diaspora has a very important role. Friends, 2023 marks the concluding year of the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. And Honorable Prime Minister has given us a vision of Amrit Kal to prepare for the next 25 years when India becomes 100-year-old as an independent nation. And in this context, he has given the nation a collective pledge, Panch Pran. Let us, friends, keep in touch, think together, think out of the box, think big, and work together to realize our dreams. Uttishtat Jagrat Prapya Varan Nibodhat. दोस्तों, कामयाबी उनको मिलती है जिनके सपनों में जान होती है। पंखों से कुछ नहीं होता, हौसलों से उड़ान होती है। If we dream big, work together with passion, we will make India great. And we will be able to contribute to India's glory in whatever field we are active in. Once again, my very sincere gratitude to each one of you, and I really value your friendship, your warmth, your cooperation, and whatever contribution you are making individually in strengthening goodwill and friendship between India and Ireland. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, His Excellency. Now we move on to the to the cultural performances. First of all, I would invite Shri Shubham Nitin Patil, who is a musician, writer, singer, and he is also teaching music in Dublin for last 5 years. On this occasion of Republic Day, he will present a mashup of patriotic songs.
Check. I'm Shubham Patil. I'm an Indian musician here. I'll just perform a mashup on a few of the patriotic songs here. I hope you enjoy it.
वतन साथियों, हम तुम्हारे हवाले वतन साथियों। अपना करेंगे, हर करम अपना करेंगे, ऐ वतन तेरे लिए दिल दिया जान देंगे, ऐ वतन तेरे और कुछ पैसे भी, हम पैसे भी हैं, हम हैं पैसे भी। उस समझ को तो समझो दिल भर जाने, जितना तुम समझोगे उतनी होगी हैरानी। थोड़ी है सच्चाई, थोड़ी बेईमानी, थोड़ी बेईमानी, फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी, फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी, फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी, फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी। जय हिंद।
Thank you, Shubha. This was really a melodious rendition. Now, I would invite Ms. Meera Ramalingam, and I would also request the technical team to kindly move the camera towards the stage. Now I invite Ms. Meera Ramalingam, a trained Bharatanatyam dancer, who will today perform on the songs written by two prominent poets of India, Shri Subramania Bharati from Tamil Nadu, whose patriotic writing was instrumental in motivating the masses to partake in freedom struggle, followed by another valorous song, Vande Mataram, by Shri Bankim Chandra Chatterjee. On to Meera.
Thank you.
Thank you, Meera, for this beautiful presentation. Now the last cultural item of the day. For that, I invite Ms. Vilekha Narwane for a Kathak-based performance on a Bollywood song, "मैं रहूं न रहूं, भारत ये रहना चाहिए," which portrays Rani Lakshmibai's love for her Janmbhumi, हमारी जन्मभूमि. Over to you, Vilekha.
देश से है प्यार तो हर पल ये कहना चाहिए, मैं रहूं या ना रहूं, भारत ये रहना चाहिए.
देश से है प्यार तो हर पल ये कहना चाहिए, मैं रहूं या ना रहूं, भारत ये रहना चाहिए. देश से है प्यार तो हर पल ये कहना चाहिए, मैं रहूं या ना रहूं, भारत ये रहना चाहिए. सिलसिला ये बात मेरे यूं ही चलना चाहिए, मैं रहूं या ना रहूं, भारत ये रहना चाहिए. मेरी नस नस तार कर दो और बना दो एक सितार, राग भारत मुझ पे छेड़ो, झंझनाओ बार बार. देश से ये प्रेम आँखों से झलकना चाहिए, मैं रहूं या ना रहूं, भारत ये रहना चाहिए. कह दो जरा सीमा में रहना सीख ले, ये मेरा भारत अमर है, सत्य कहना सीख ले.
for this zealous performance. Now we come to an end for today's program. On behalf of the embassy, I thank you all for joining us today's celebrations and once again extend our best wishes to everyone present here on this auspicious occasion. I would now request everyone to please gradually move towards the multi-purpose hall where the Honorable Ambassador would meet you there one by one. And please also don't forget to have the refreshments. Thank you. Jai Hind.